how many more deaths do we have to have in this country because of bullying? How many times do we have to say to people, that's not right? How many times do we have to urge that it be taught in our schools? How many times do we have to stand up and say no? No to homophobia, no to racism, no to sexism. It's not a part of the gospel, or for the reason that this Jesus died on our behalf. It is about remembering. And yet we all enter into those dark places. We are bombarded by television and ad media and all of those things that tell us what we're supposed to feel and how we're supposed to act and how we're supposed to do certain things. And we get so caught up, and it is so repetitive that it tends to drive me a little crazy at times. And yet, living in a cocoon is really not an option. But I have to admit that being gone and being out of the country for a couple of weeks in these last days of the election cycle, ballot is on the table, it will be voted before I leave, but not having to listen to the vitriolic nastiness that is unfortunately such a part of political discourse in this country today will be refreshing and a vacation in and of itself. I wish there were a way that we did not have to sling as much mud as seems to be slung during these elections. But that passage from 2 Timothy is critical for lots of reasons. If we have died with him, we will also live with him. If we endure, we will also reign with him. If we deny him, he will also deny us. But the one that is so critical to me, if we are faithless, he remains faithful, for he cannot deny himself. How important that is. No matter what our faithlessness, what form it takes, Jesus remains faithful to us and continues to invite us into the community, back from our own self-imposed, more often than not, isolation. He continues to invite us, to love us, to nurture us. And he, like the one who returns to give thanks, is the one who is able to move that feeling of gratitude felt by the one who returns, the Samaritan, into actions of thanksgiving. And that is the invitation that is issued to us. But it is also said with remembering. Remember who God is, remember what God has done, and remember who we are and whose we are. Amen.